Hi, KOG here. I'm here for Soojin's Agashi official music video. Now, Agashi means young lady. It's something we call, you guys might know something like Ajumma for older lady or Ajashi for old dude. It's something, it's like a definition and or something you call somebody. If there's a young lady there, says, "Oh, Agashi," that type of a deal. Now, uh, I didn't know who she was, but I always do like a little bit of background check who they are. At least I should know at least who they were or who they are when they debuted and things like that. Just simple information. And I found out that she is from GIdle. Now, from reacting, I really, really got into GIdle. I love the group. Uh, I love the surprising depth and all that stuff. But I knew that the member was had to leave the team early, and there was a whole lot of controversy surrounding it. It had something to do with like school bullying type of a deal, and I didn't know who she was. I mean, because I I started listening to GIdle pretty recently. So, but this lady is the one who had to leave GIdle. Now, well, obviously I got really curious. So I did some background research on what has happened, every step of the way, and, people who accused who. There were a lot of accusing here, pointing fingers. And, well, it's long story short, now I think she's been cleared, and so this is her new start, basically. So I feel this is very significant that she got her second chance. I haven't even heard the song, but I hope she does well. Now, if you have been checking out my content, you guys would know that I try to be helpful to non-Korean speakers or people who are well versed in Korean culture. Like I point out things like cultural differences. I fix lyrics. I try to add like I do. What do you call that? The little longer content where I explain like jokes or not only Korean language, but what is happening or the background or things like that. The information that understanding that I do have, I try to share with Western, most not Western, but non-Korean viewers. Now, therefore, I don't know. I just researched it, so I might not. I don't claim to be. I I don't claim to know everything. Um, but I think I should give like my take on it from reading, at least all the things that are supposed to have happened. Um, just how I, looking at all the information, how I view the incident, and basically, it's like yes, I think she ran with the bad crowd, really young. Now we're talking about like seventh grade. Now in Korea, the grade school or primary school lasts 6 years. So seventh grade means the first year of middle school. So pretty young, like, and she was really young. And I think in the beginning, she ran with the bad crowd. I think she was smoking and doing some stuff. So she probably thought she was cool. Some people, said she was ilchin. Okay, ilchin is uh, like a little bit of a gangster group within a school. You know, they fight the best, or they're the baddest, or they're the, you know, that would, okay. In worst cases, that they might take like lunch money or something, or not worst cases, or they would beat other students, you know, use violence a little bit, and you know, there are some hideously evil kids who has done some crazy, terrible stuff in the past. Now, from what I see, yes, she did. I think she did start to run with those kids, like when she was seventh grade, first year of grade, the middle school, and then I think she tried to walk out of it, and I think that was pretty evident too. That, you know, she was part of it, but she tried to get out of it, and she did, I think. And also the kind of stuff she has done, and there were a lot of finger pointing and these people talking about what was done. And in my, from how I saw it, is I don't think anything was like concrete or really bad. Like there was nothing like, you know, she beat somebody up or took money. Nothing too serious. I mean, like a lot of the thing was like, you know, she was mean and she said this, you know, she bothered me, or you know, things like that. And I think how this got like bigger than what it is was one of the actress, Korean, you know, I think TV actress or the Shin some lady. Anyway, her she said, I think she went to you know, same school as her and probably same age. She said like, yeah, she bullied me. You know, she said mean stuff basically, and later on, even then, like how much or whatever, and then okay, so we would never know. We would never know exactly what happened. But it seems like it is clear. Yes, she was a little bit, you know, she was running with the wrong crowd, but she kind of wised up and, you know, she pulled out of it even when she was associated with them. She wasn't doing anything crazy. Anyway, I think, yeah, that's basically it. But she was like 13, 14 years old. I mean, it doesn't excuse her, but obviously she wised up, because becoming an idol doesn't just happen by running around smoking cigarettes and, I don't know, drinking, you know, underage drinking and stuff, and just hanging out with the bad. No, if she kept it up, she would never have become an idol. Idol in Korea, I mean, if you know anything about idol culture or systems, it just doesn't happen. A lot of dedication, a lot of work has to be put in to uh, become an idol. Now, so I mean, there is a very, what I feel is a little bit weird, but Korean people culturally have, I don't know why, but they call entertainers public figures, and they put them to the like highest of moral standard, which I think is weird. I mean, they're not, that kind of standard should be put on like politicians or government officials and things like that, or like policemen, you know, who are, you know, like public, you know, those guys should be held to like highest of standards, not entertainers. I mean, if like 1/10 of the standard put on entertainer were put on, for example, Western artists, I don't think anybody will be left. They'll be all gone. Maybe a couple, not all, but most of them would be gone, you know? Most of the rappers would be gone for sure. And, you know, if the drug use, you know, promiscuity, there'll be almost none left. Now, but that kind of uh, so it is a little bit cultural, and so if they have done anything remotely bad, it will come out. It will come out, and I don't think the it's kind of sad that she had to leave GIdle because, but at the time it was dragging on and on, the whole controversy, and I don't think she had to leave for the team. It could have been detrimental to the team. You know, it's not a good look that one of the members have all this, that she used to be a gang, Ilchin or something. It just so Cube probably cut her to so that they'll minimize the loss and so that the rest of the team will survive. But anyway, uh, yeah, I think it's come on. I mean, like, I hope she does well. Because we all can make mistakes, you know. And maybe long time ago, like an idol, you're walking down the street and I just became an idol. No. Oh, you even now, yes, you might be picked up, but you have to survive the trainee system, and then you have to be picked, and have to be good enough to debut. So, I mean, nobody would say anything like, oh, I used to be a little running into bad crowd when I was in like 12, 13 or 14. But then I wised up and I studied hard and I became, a millionaire. Nobody would say anything bad about that, right? Because there's a definite change of person and growth within that person in this story. And I think she should also get that too. Now, there are plenty of exceptions. The reason, I'm saying this about her, because I don't think she has done anything like, there are some terrible human beings, like terrible bullies, which are just, they should get theirs. Karma should, they should get theirs. I think there was like a really famous Korean drama about that, right? But Glory, yeah. It's like, yeah, I mean, if they're like truly evil ones, who bullies the weak and just do some evil stuff, yeah, they should get theirs. But like this, like she dabbled in it and then she kind of wised up and she became like a functioning and very, the capable uh you know part of our society. And then you shouldn't like shoot him down for that. I think after a while it was getting pretty clear that she wasn't like, meanest of the mean or, one of those like criminal thing. Of course, bullying should never be taken lightly. However, you know, people also should give, uh, you know, there should be some forgiveness. People do change. It's more difficult when you're older, but especially when you're younger, there are plenty of people. It's easier to change, and thank God she changed for good. Um, I mean, even in religion, the forgiveness is the one of the thing, the main basis of the wisdom involved in it, right? Anyway, I know it was this is kind of long, but I figure there are plenty of other what's more call it reactors who just reacted to her song. And I'm sure the fans of hers, you guys would probably already know what I'm talking about. But for general public or more people who uh, just know her, as a new solo singer, uh, I think even if I get some, I don't know, some hate or something, I feel kind of obligated to talk about the things she went through. Now let's get into. If you're still here, might as well. Let's go through, see what her music is like. 아가씨. Here we go. Oh, her vocals are pretty good. I mean, she has a very distinct voice, and the aesthetics that they're employing here seems, I think, like a little bit of like a, uh, Korean old, like old Korean aesthetics are added, but it is very ambiguous. It's a bit, it's closer to being like Oriental, you know, meaning I don't know, like it is not very clear that it is Korean, like aesthetics. In some cases, it kind of looks maybe some other East Asian countries, the visual. See? This song kind of has like a very like a older uh Korean trot, Korean, like a older popular song type of a vibe. It's very slight. For example, like Blackpink Jisoo Flower, that song had quite a lot of it. It was pretty evident and strong. Now this song, much less toned down, the trot feel. Now it's difficult to explain which element, but it really does. Even the writing looks very, how would you say, kind of old style, you know? Agashi. It's like calligraphy. Okay, I mean it's a one thing. I think her voice fits the GIdle vocals. I don't know what it is, but there's some aspects to it. Maybe because they're trained together. And there's aspect to her voice. It just, I don't know. It kind of, maybe that's what I, maybe I'm just thinking of that way. But um yeah, and I think the song might do pretty darn well. It's a good song. It's nothing like crazy happens, but stylistically, it's very uh, how would you say? Yeah, it's a little different. It has that retro feel to it, like a trot that I talked about. However, but it's very, it's modernized and it's done well. Now, the aesthetics of the music video, I think they could have been a little more Korean, if that makes sense. Because there are things that are like the patterns and things like that, or style that could be a little more Korean. But in some of these things, I don't know, it reminded me of like a turn of the century, like 1920s, like Shanghai look or something. I don't know that. Maybe it's all the red, but anyway. Uh, so this has become a very long reaction video. Sorry about that, but yeah, I really hope the best. She has lost a lot of time, a lot of heartaches, and a lot of, looks like, lawyer fees. A lot of it. So I hope she does well in the future. And it's sad that she can't go back to like GIdle. Thank you, and I'll see you guys next time. And please like and subscribe. That would be very helpful.